There's something that I want to share with you that's been on my heart. The crucifixion of Jesus Christ was the worst thing that ever happened on this earth. And at the same time, the greatest thing that ever happened on this earth. Showing the reflection of God's heart that I will take the worst circumstance. Then I reflect on the Bible verse where the disciple said, who sinned? Was it this man or was it his father? And he was talking about a man who was ill. And God says, no, for this was done to glorify the Lord. Sometimes we ask God, use me. God, I want to be used so people could see you through me. And it's circumstances that we don't understand that we look up at God and say, God, why would you put me through this? And then later on, we're on our knees and we're thanking God. And then that becomes our testimony. And so your testimony with your father, your testimony with the way you deal with your anger, you deal with your pride. It's hard for me to say, I'm glad you didn't go through it, because I think that God chose you to rise above it. And I think that there's times where we go through turbulence and there's a huge storm, and there's two types of Christians. There's one that fall underneath the storm and they drown, and there's one that stands on the storm and everybody around them goes, whoa, how is this man or woman standing there? And then when they're smiling and they say, it's because my eyes is not focused on my problems. My eyes are focused on Jesus. I think there's a lot more people that could turn to Christ watching that than a man sitting on the corner preaching and yelling at people.